totally shocked by it. It's the worst nightmare anyone can think of. A fire in a tower block, and sympathy, support and solidarity to all those that are stuck in the tower or have managed to be rescued or who've lost loved ones or don't know what has happened to their friends and family. And a huge thank you to the fire service, police and ambulance and all the other emergency services that got there so quickly. The fire service were on the scene within 6 minutes. But fighting a fire in a massive tower block like Grenfell Tower is a huge and very, very dangerous undertaking. We just think about it. We're in a tower block, it's on fire, we want to get out as quickly as we can. The firefighters and the police and everyone else have to go into that incredibly dangerous place, and we rely on them. And we should say thank you to all of them for what they've done today and all the other days that they do it.
People have pointed to the last such tragedy in 2009, when some said at the time there were lessons to be learned about fire protections in buildings. Do you think those lessons have been learned?
There were very clear lessons to be learned then about the installation of sprinklers and the dangers and need for equipment to fight fires in high-rise buildings. Our country has more high-rise buildings than ever before. Look around behind me on the London skyline and you just see them coming all the time. There has to be very, very strong fire regulations, which there are, but there has to be a sprinkler system installed, particularly in residential tower blocks that maybe don't have them at the present time. Those lessons have to be learnt, and Harriet Harman, the MP for Camberwell and Peckham, who represented those people that suffered in the fire there in 2009, has made the point that if you cut local authority expenditure, then a price is paid somewhere.
So do you think that actions that should have been taken haven't been?
I'm not making that statement yet. Today is the day to support the emergency services and the residents and thank all those that have also given other help: food, water, clothing, shelter, support, all those that have come forward to help people at a time of need and stress. And thank you to all those in the community that have come together in the most amazing way to support people. Tomorrow is the time to ask all those questions, but today let's concentrate on dealing with the consequences of this fire and try and bring comfort and safety and save life wherever it possibly can be saved.
If you're asking the questions tomorrow, can you give us an idea of the kind of areas you're going to be looking into?
The areas one has to look at are the preventative measures that were available or not available in the tower, the facilities available to get in and out of it in an emergency and urgent situation, and the numbers of people available to the fire service, paramedics and emergency services to deal with a crisis like this. We thank all those that work so hard in our emergency services, but we have to make sure properly resourced to deal with this kind of crisis should it occur anywhere else. But today, let's concentrate on saving life.
And will your questions concern politicians? There's been some talk of a review that should have been carried out that some people are suggesting wasn't carried out.
A review took place after the fire in Camberwell, and the government has that review. I believe we need to ask questions about what facilities and resources have been given to every local authority that has tower blocks within the area, and frankly, most do. We need to deal with this. We need people to be safe living in high-rise buildings.
And do you think any of those people in the frame involve current serving frontbench politicians?
Obviously, ministers that served and received those reports must be questioned. But today, every focus and every concentration must be on saving and protecting life.